Upright, hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Ty, soon to be Princess. I use any and all pronouns. I stream on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, often with friends. Tuesdays are usually our peak stream with Frankie. But Frank, what are we doing today instead?
Getting scared.
And having fun dating people in a small queer town.
Yeah.
Getting to know our cousin.
Yeah.
Frankie is feeling a little under the weather, so cannot commit to a full game. And I went, you know what that means? And she went, oh no.
Yeah.
What word would you like to learn in Somaliac today, Frank?
Scarlet feels specifically English, so hollow?
I can tell you that red in English is mesk, M-E-S-K, but the E's all fucked up and weird.
Mesk?
Mesk.
Mesk.
And we have words for hollowed out. We have word for holler, which is the nickname for this town.
Oh.
Fun fact.
Yeah, I don't know what hollow is in the context of this game.
Hollow as in like the name for like an area, like a grove or a clearing, meadow, etc.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly I should be asking, what does hollow mean in English? Because I feel like it can mean a lot of things.
It can mean a lot of things. Have hole, which is
Yeah, see, I was assuming it meant some sort of like animal burrow. That's what when I think of a hollow.
Mm-hmm.
It's either that or like empty.
There's definitely a hole here, but it's like
a small valley.
Landfill. They call it Tetanus Lake.
And I have to pick which one of these many different. Well, let's go with the small valley. Is there a word for valley in Somaliac?
Maybe. Probably.
Not many valleys by the water.
Thinking about where we live. Oh, here we go. Okay, good. Thank God.
There are a lot of mountains around where we live. Just broadly.
Yeah. Oh. Why two? Why add the school? Give me your diminutives. Small. Oh, okay. It lists small valley before it lists valley, which I think is very fun.
Yeah.
Teen is valley. T apostrophe I-I-N.
Okay.
And then little valley. Teen.
Teen.
It kind of feels like you're trying to say teen with a bad Spanish accent, but that's just how we use it. Teen.
What is how do you pronounce? Is it just a T at the beginning there, like just a
yeah,
or is that a? Okay, teen.
But the glottal, the apostrophe makes it a glottal stop, so it fucks with the sound.
Oh, okay, I don't know what that means.
You have to make it sound like you've stopped, but continue.
Teen.
Teen.
What? Teen.
T has to sound like its own.
Teen.
asking me to do this immediately after I have partaken heavily. I'm in a lot of pain. So
let's move on to the small valley.
I don't think this one's gonna be better. Good teen?
Oh, great. You just added more to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Teen.
the first letter of that one we have encountered before. That's the THL one.
Yeah.
It's that one. You know how to
Teen.
say that one.
Teen.
School? School means
You're
small.
bringing verb a T now and going from a th sound to like
School?
a so. Okay.
Scootin. I love my language. This is great. Are you ready to play a game now?
If you were hoping to impart the love of your language, this is maybe not the word to start with.
You chose it.
I know, this is all my fault.
What do you mean looking for a game to capture? Don't be stupid. Thank you. Okay. So how we're gonna do this is I've played this a million billion times. So this is going to be an authentic Frankie run. She is going to make all of the choices. Most of what I'm going to do is be here to answer any questions I can without spoiling things, give fun facts, and voice.
Cool.
Does that sound good, Frank?
I've got what? Yeah.
With that in mind, what do you want our name to be?
I'm random name generator. Yeah, any number? Okay, first name only. I don't think we need a full legal name. Generate life story.
Oh my god.
This is, I don't trust that. That sounds like it'll be AI.
Yeah.
That's the not fun thing. Is I want to have the authentic, like, poorly written generators. I want to have the like shitty life story where it's like basically just fill in the blank where it's like they've just generated a beginning, like. Okay, generate a name.
It can be max 20. Also,
Okay,
do you write
I'm trying
above?
until the name is wide enough to make sense for me.
Great. Do you want to know the two words available above Valley?
Sure.
Valentine's Day, which is hotly sipsipinsk,
Oh.
and that means the time when / place where we love our friends. And then
Aw.
the one right above that is vagina,
Oh.
of which we have two separate words for.
Makes sense.
One of them is slang and one of them is scientific. How's the name coming?
Okay. So they're really going for I appreciate their like multiculturalness of all this, but half of the names they're generating I can't pronounce. So I'm picking all of the all of I'm just gonna go just English. I'd say like maybe I can throw in some other European ones and I'll be able to maybe pronounce those and be appropriate for me in particular. But I'm not convinced I would be able to pronounce a French name. It's just English. Oh great, we got Johnny. Spelled that's not spelled like that. Spelled with the worst spelling, Johnny. which is Jonny.
Is this better?
Perfect.
Great.
That's the name I would always pick for myself if I could.
Don't I know it? Where do you live?
Fuck. Random city name generator. Town generator. How many town names do you like to generate? Just one. What kind of names? Oh, sure, we can go with a real name. Region? Yeah, any. If the options are all just that. This is not very multicultural. They have UK, US, Canada, and Australia. Begin. I don't care. I don't care. Want to know? No. Okay. Okay, write me some town names. Quebec.
Are you winning?
Okay, I'm from Quebec.
What?
It generated me a random town name, and it was Quebec, Canada.
No!
I'm Johnny from Quebec.
Johnny Spunk from Quebec. Would you like she, her, they, them, or he, him?
See, are we going with what I'm picking or what Johnny Spunk is picking? Because I'm a they, but Johnny Spunk is a he.
I wish we could pick multiple. Maybe we can phone into Black Tabby and ask. You unfortunately can only pick one, I think.
Terrible game. Johnny Spunk can't be a he, they. We'll go with they, them.
Can I click two? No. Here's the traits. Powerful build. Tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness, an imposing presence that commands the room, a mean right hook. Mystical, strange and unusual, you see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. Talk to animals, you can talk to animals, animals can talk to you, a gift and a curse. Street smart, good at lying and hard to lie to, fast talker, you can read people and read the room, no door can hold you. Keen eye, observant with a knack for picking up small details, empathetic. Book smart, well-read and rational, possess a wealth of esoteric knowledge and know when to use it, a talented researcher. Hot, extremely good-looking, a natural flirt. People just like you, probably because you're a good person. You can pick two of these.
Ooh, okay. This might actually solve the question. Okay, so of course, again, the question is this for Johnny or me? I have not decided how much I'm gonna just pick options that I like and how much I'm gonna now just pick options for Johnny. I might lean more towards just picking options for me because it's my first time playing the game. Yeah. But I feel like Keen Eye would be fun. And then what would Johnny be?
Johnny Spunk from Quebec. Johnny Spunk.
I mean, okay. Street smarts make sense for someone who grew up in a city, but maybe not Quebec. I don't know why. I've never been to Quebec. But my assumption is that it just doesn't feel like...
I've heard a lot about Montreal, and almost nothing about Quebec City, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of the things to do in Quebec City are look at old places and look at nature, which I can do here.
Okay. Yeah, if I want to see old places, I don't know if, like, Quebec City or Quebec as a province are, like, gonna be my first place to go.
No, I went one time when I was a small child. I asked my grandfather what a glacier was, and we got to go on a fun historic journey through the Yukon and through like a bunch of like Inuk museums. And then we got to go to Bear Glacier, which was pretty fun because my nickname as a child was Bear because I was nonverbal for the first few years of my life. And I would just communicate through grunts and groans and snore heavily and eat things out of the jar like Winnie the Pooh. Which, that one's just sort of a normal baby thing to do, but all of the other ones...
Look at this stupid baby eating out of a jar. Real babies use a knife and fork. Alright, I'll go with talk to animals.
Yay! Oh, exciting! You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. I hate this guy coming up. Also, if you at any point want to voice anyone, Frankie, feel free. Otherwise, feel free to just jump in and go, no, dibs. Or else I'm just gonna go ahead.
Alright, if we keep playing this game, I might do that later, but as of today, in my head, sound really, really sick. I've been told I don't sound sick out loud, but in my head I sound very sick, so I feel like doing a voice would sound weird in my own. We'll see.
I think you sound mostly normal.
Yeah, I've been told, but to me I sound, like, very, very nasally and weird in my own head.
I understand that. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cheap-ass cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. That's, I think, the only time it's read like that. So anyway, as I was saying... Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started dozing off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. So I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing.
Oh, I thought he meant shoes. He means actual people.
No, like the people. Like we would sort of wait in the bushes until they were walking by on the pier, and then we would shove them into the harbor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you know, teen stuff. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually had my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real. And geez, you ever got so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Is this a good introduction to the game?
I don't want to engage with this man.
We're the only two people on this bus ride and have been for 5 hours.
No, not really.
You're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart someday. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for her. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there.
Those are in opposite directions.
So this means that you only get this option because you chose this trait. Fun fact.
Okay, well, I have to choose the cool bonus option. So I think it's a terrible choice. Keen Eyes clearly does not mean I have, like... I guess that's where the street smarts would have helped. Mm-hmm. Do you love her enough to make this work? I'm gonna get this woman killed.
I've decided you're voicing Johnny Spunk.
You were so worked up at the thought of losing her that you threatened to kill her, but now that she's giving birth to a child you created together, you're planning on running off?
We're here with a little chart and little spectacles.
Yeah. Even if you love her, think about whether that love is strong enough that you'd be able to handle raising a kid together. Think about how your actions are going to impact his life, and whether removing yourself would be better for him in the long run. Oh good, I'm making him lose interest.
Yeah. Good stuff to think about. Anyway, where'd you say you're headed?
I didn't.
No need to be nasty. I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. So, if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holla, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though, come to think of it. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up there in the Holla, you see? And there's always a job listing or two on the board around here.
I fully believe that he's just made up. This is called the Holler. I think he's just calling it that. I'm going to wait until someone else calls it that to be proven otherwise.
I'm never gonna believe anything this man says.
No.
And that's good and that's fair, and I don't think you should. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back.
I think he does.
He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me! It was lovely to meet you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts! I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they're dripping all over my bag, and I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip. Sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Like, I'm allergic to peanuts. You love boiled peanuts. Screw you and your peanuts. Eating them.
As much as it's fun to have the chance to establish facts about me, I don't want this man's peanuts. No thanks.
You put your hands up to say no.
I'm not really hungry.
There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have 'em on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juice dribbles out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Ew.
Okay.
And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there.
I feel like Scarlet Hollow being the end of the line is ominous.
Who's to say? The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Johnny Spunk. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha. She looks annoyed to be here. Natalie voices her during D&D playthroughs, and it is my favorite thing. They put so much sass and spunk on her.
Looks like somebody. That is the worst introduction you could have. I don't care if you're like my best friend. Like if my fiance came up to me and was like, "Looks like you need a hug. Looks like somebody needs a hug." I'd immediately be put off.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still take the hug, but
I'm not. I'm gonna go, fucking excuse you. Do you want to try that again?
no, I just want the hug.
I'm gonna take the hug, but I need you to do it correct first.
Hey, Tabitha.
Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. Dyke! You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Uh-oh. There we go. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Black Tabby, please let me voice for your game. I'll be anyone. I'll be narrator. I'll be Tabitha. Stella. The animals. I just want
Bus driver.
Bus driver. Stranger. I'll be the stranger. Just
they
let me.
They especially want the stranger.
No. Don't put that on me.
The stranger is their absolute favorite.
Tip. Dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Natalie chose to say that.
I think I think we can maybe get there later. I can't believe we've never actually met before this.
You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess.
Okay, 1 second, I have to actually read. Look, I don't know when Mom did piss up, and I know you're going through a lot right now, but that comment wasn't necessary. Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know what my mom's probably said.
They really want us to say that.
She maybe looks a little too pissed for me to say dead mom club. But also, she's also being kind of rude.
Yeah. You can always choose to remain silent.
I'll go with the is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know. Is there bad blood?
Hit it, Frank.
Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know what my mom's problem was with this side of the family.
Your cousin stares straight ahead. Her expression icy. It's contagious.
I want to click all the options, but also I think she's just gonna get more and more mad at me the more I click options.
Her eyes can't close that much more. She still has to look at the road.
If you click all of the options, her eyes close all the way, and she crashes and you die.
And that's the fastest way to end the game.
Yeah. I do enjoy games having just like ways to quickly end the game. Like I play Star Rail, and like there's like the prologue where it's like you start on the space station, and then eventually it's like, hey, do you want to join the Astral Express and travel with us through the cosmos? And you can just be like, no, and they're like, are you sure? And they're like, and you're like, yeah, I'm sure. No. And they're like, really? And you're like, yeah. And then it's like, okay, and then it just does the end credit scene.
We're not gonna force you. Goodbye.
Yeah, you didn't take the plot hook. You started playing the game called Star Rail and then said no to traveling on the Star Rail.
Yeah.
Okay. Remain silent. I'll not upset her more.
Oh, she calmed down. She loves silence. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago.
If she makes us live in the left side of that building, she wants us dead.
You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you
A
know.
likely excuse. I know I'm in a horror game, Tabitha.
If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. I love when this is an option. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Lie.
Yeah. So you live here?
Yeah. And I'm letting you stay here for free. So mind your manners. Or did your mother not teach you about those? Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bag down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name's Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch the mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. I'm not autistic. My family just says we're different.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can also access some of the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip: some explore options prevent you from taking others, so choose carefully.
I've already insulted the fact you live here. I'm not going to insult the fact that your kitchen is...
We just left those nuts on that seat.
Scroll up a little. I don't feel like she needs to be complimented on her kitchen. I think I've gotten the vibe that she wants this tour over. Well, she's said she wants this tour over with. I'll ask if there's somewhere to buy in town to buy food. She might be annoyed about that, but I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries?
Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner.
You eat ice cream.
And it's Chunky Monkey. That's the least fancy ice cream there is.
And it's fancier than PB&J. She gets 2 meal options. I deserve at least 2 meal options.
It's not a meal. Well, yeah, okay. You could have a jelly sandwich. That's 2 options. And there's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you.
General, how very folksy. What? I guess I am from Quebec. Manifesting the fact that I'm also not in a small town. We're pretending. Oh, I didn't actually... I'm not gonna ask, hey, is there a grocery store? Yeah. Well, I didn't budget for that.
But I'm your guest.
Sweet, thanks.
Cool, good talk.
Alright. what's next?
Bathroom. Follow me.
Great, it's been hours since I've gone.
As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop.
There's a tuxedo cat.
You want to know a fun fact about the tuxedo cat?
I can talk to the cat.
You can.
I'm gonna approach the cat.
Don't try to pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Ne me parlez pas.
But I do speak French. I'm from Quebec. Okay, but can I pet you?
Yeah. And as a filthy American sticking their business where it doesn't belong.
Okay, one sec. Now I have to quickly look up. Is there any Quebec? Quebec, USA.
Do you want to know a fun fact about Frou Frou?
There's a Quebec, Montana. I'm from Montana now. Excellent.
Excellent. Frou Frou's from Quebec.
Oh, okay. We're both from Quebec.
Mm-hmm. Not Montana, the Canadian one.
Yeah. I think my Quebec is way cooler. It's an unincorporated community in Sweetgrass County, Montana.
Mm-hmm. Wow. No, you may not pet me. I would sooner smear myself with sewage than be touched by your filthy ape hands. Ugh, stop wasting my time. Let's finish the tour. You once again
Befriend that cat.
You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces. But for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom? Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. This is the moment where I decide that almost every single one of my characters is AMAB, so I do not have to do... So I deal with sitting on anything here often. It is a wretched bathroom, piles of junk sitting untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Yucky. It's so bad in here, the music stopped.
Okay, scroll up. I don't need to insult her further. I don't need to lie to her. She scares me a little. I kind of just want to avoid her. Honestly, even if you're AMAB, your best option is just go in the woods.
Yeah.
Never mind. I don't need to go.
You aren't desperate enough for this.
You know, on second thought, though, I don't think I need to go.
You might as well try since we're here.
Okay. She scares me.
She's like standing guard outside.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Scram, fellas! The trick is up! Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat.
Okay. I'm here now. The bugs seem chill.
A toilet's a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner. But your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. That's the last stop. Why wouldn't we take our bags so we can put them in there? You and Tabitha
Steal from us.
briefly returned to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest bedroom. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Jenny wash them last week. I had to endure a full half-hour rant about our kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty.
Well, I've got the keen eye option, so I have to take the keen eye option. I think all the keen eye options are going to be bad for me because I should not make observations out loud.
You don't.
But that's okay.
You don't think therapizing everyone is the right option at all times?
I think it always is. What's with all the boxes?
Old family stuff.
Okay, I won't press you.
Great. Thanks.
Who used to sleep here? I want to know if I'm sleeping in the dead woman's room. I don't care if she gets mad at me for it.
When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now, you'll sleep here. Carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in.
Unhelpful.
She usually isn't. That's not true. She's incredibly helpful during the nighttime stuff.
Oh, okay.
I
guess I'll start to get settled.
Helpful little hint for you. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. We even stopped in the foyer before we got here.
Yeah.
This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip: some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths. Some right away and others down the line.
Okay, this time I think the keen eye option is actually reasonable. I'll take that one. No, we don't have to inherit our parents' bad blood because they're fresh now. It's just us.
Look, I'm sorry. I've been testy since you've got here, but you haven't exactly been easy. I'm under a lot of pressure right now. Just stay out of my hair, okay? I have work to do.
I want to know what she does for work, but she just told me to stay out of her hair. That was the closest we've gotten to being, like, on decent terms. What kind of work do you do?
I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration. So appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long.
Alright. That sounds pretty exciting and impressive. Good for you.
Are you sure you don't want to ask her about a greater life's purpose?
I don't think she wants to talk about her life purpose.
You gross?
A tempting option.
Running a coal mine has got to be one of the most ethically and physically vile options on the planet. Hashtag girl boss.
I don't know which one of those last two options is worst for my ability to, like, be on good terms with her. That sounds impressive and exciting. Good for you.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think it is as exciting. In the same way, I don't think a cleaning a toilet or painting a wall is exciting. It's a
Oh, she
task.
must be a terrible boss.
Mm-hmm.
Because other unexciting tasks she clearly just does not do. One of those tasks could use more doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I will remain silent. I don't want to say anything to that.
You decide to remain silent. Great. Any other questions before I leave?
Uh, let her leave. I'm not going to suggest we hang out.
You decide to let Tabitha leave for work. Are we all set then? See you tonight. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit state. E-state. S-state. PB&J. Room. Forbidden Wing. Or just go straight to town.
Okay. I think I want evidence that the Forbidden Room does not just lead to my doom of falling off the cliff. So once I see her inevitably like sneakily go into the Forbidden Wing of the estate, then I'll maybe sneak over there. For now, I'll settle into my room.
Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room.
Okay, so take a nap, put my spare clothes in the dresser, check the closet, look out the window. Okay, if I know anything about this game, I want to look out the window.
You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you'd definitely do that. Just not right now. It's cute.
There's no guy outside my window yet.
Not this time.
Okay. Check the closet. I really want to check the box, but it's not letting me.
You can see
Awful.
why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here.
Pick up. Why is that an option? No, I don't want to get cursed immediately. Leave it be.
Some things are best left untouched. You close the closet behind you.
I'll examine the painting. Just 'cause I'm curious what it has to say. This seems like some.
Mm-hmm. I like that you're like getting all of the spookier stuff out of the way first. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt or cousin until a week ago. So that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation.
I'll put my clothes away. I feel like there's a chance there might be something in. She was like, "There's probably nothing in there." But there. Okay. Friend.
You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet but angry. Afraid!
Okay. Well, I can choose multiple options. So I first at the top, clothes on top. No,
I just needed you to see that.
friend, I know her.
Afraid.
What's your name, little guy? I'm Johnny Spunk.
Dustin.
Dustin, can you tell me about the human who lives here?
Which human?
Tell me about Tabitha. You're voicing Dustin too cute for me to tell him about Froan's death.
Dustin, not good with names.
One of the... Oh, fine, I'll tell you. Fine, if that's what it takes to get information. I have to tell this cute small child, who's probably not actually a child, but he seems like... Just, okay, one of the humans died. Only one lives here now.
2 humans live here.
Can you tell me about the humans who live here?
One,
Dustin, can you tell me?
1 human sad. 1 human scary.
Okay, Tabitha. Tell me about the sad human.
Cries. Gives Dustin bad sleeps.
The scary human?
Always watches. Eyes hateful.
Okay, never mind.
Say thank you.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for the help, Dustin.
Okay. Aw, now this is the option. Instead of put them on top, you've bonded.
What are you doing in my drawer?
Warm. Dark.
I don't want him to poop in my clothes.
He might not.
Okay. Got 2 options. You just voice him so cute. Fashion your clothes into a nest. It's only a week. You poor thing. You look cold in there.
You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth somewhat more at ease than before and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Human is kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this.
Oh.
You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done.
I've earned a nap. This is true.
You have. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out.
Oh no. I'm gonna get haunted now.
Or so you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. That's enough. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now.
Okay.
We could try talk to Frou-Frou again.
You're right. Okay. I didn't want a PB&J, but you're right. There's a cat. Okay. PB&J.
And you haven't had anything to eat all day. You refused that man's nuts. The only thing louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. The PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. The cool thing about the way I've trained my voice is that I am equally equipped for horror and romance. And that's great for this because I will just sort of accidentally fluctuate between the two. But sometimes I will be describing a freaky monster for some narration that I've been hired to do. And I'll start going like, and he starts creeping and echoing and like scraping down the hallway. And they have to be like, hey, can you calm down? And I go, I'm not meaning to. They're both in the same deep register.
Yeah. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. And hey, hot tip, Navi here, professional fairy. If we don't eat here, there are other places to eat in town. Like she said, there's the general store, the diner.
I'm just here for the cat.
Yeah. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife.
Approach Frou-Frou.
Frou-Frou hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away.
Oh, I don't want to tell him about Dustin. But I do want to know about, okay. Do you like living here? We'll start there.
I despise small talk.
Alright. Dustin says there's more than one person living in the house. This isn't small talk.
Ugh, you talk to that disgusting little rat. Who lives in this house is none of your concern.
Do you know what's in the sealed off part of the estate?
Nosy, aren't you? But, of course, I am not surprised. You seem to enjoy poking your head where it doesn't belong. If you won't take the hint, then I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hand. Ah! Frou-Frou lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. Do you want to check out the garden?
Yeah, I guess.
We didn't see anyone out here. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's stopping you from venturing deeper? Oh! Do you see down here?
Oh, is it Dustin?
I think it's Dustin Mom. Spoilers, Dustin has a mom and her name is Dustin Mom.
Oh my god.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Explore the garden or return to the kitchen?
Explore the garden. There's a chance I'll get to meet Dustin Mom.
Mm-hmm. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Not today.
Oh.
But we did...
Garden.
Cool garden. That looks like a cemetery up there. I bet nothing weird happens over there.
No, nothing weird will happen in a horror game with a cemetery.
Mm-mm. You head back inside and close the door behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into town. I was just here for the cat, and the cat hates me.
The state of the kitchen has put you off eating. Possibly forever. Maybe it's time to do something else.
Might as well head to town. I think this is too early to go into the forbidden wing of the
Okay.
estate.
There's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to be to see you. I see no creatures.
Dustin Mom?
Dustin Mom?
No Dustin Mom. Or other things to talk to.
If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Pop. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave.
Bug!
Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers!
I can talk to him.
Why, I do declare, who is this stranger? Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves getting loose and causing havoc.
It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Johnny Spunk.
My, oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Johnny Spunk. It's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The SCARLET funeral?
Yep. I don't know why I would lie or be suspicious about that. Yep, I just got into town today.
Wow, I didn't think there'd be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? Upon mentioning your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath, "One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me." I haven't seen her since Pearl Ann passed, or for a while before that, now that I think about it.
I don't like the keen eye options. All the keen eye options are gonna get me in trouble.
They're so assumptive.
Yeah, it's not even a, do you think she's putting on a front? It's a, she's putting on a front.
I know, I'm an empath.
Yeah, I met her 5 minutes ago.
I've known so many people like that. Natalie's ex was like that, and I'm really happy she's an ex now. And I had a friend who was like that, who was like, my best friends keep getting partners that are empaths, and I keep going, "Are you sure?" And they go, "No, trust me, they're cool." And then they say weird shit to me in public, and I go, "Hello?"
Yeah. I have, hyper empathy as a symptom of my autism, and I think one of the most, obvious parts of it to me, of actually experiencing that, is that, I'm not experiencing other people's emotions or more in tune with them. I'm just really, really sensitive to what I think other people's emotions are. That has nothing to do with them. It's all me.
Mm-hmm.
Empathy is if I think someone's sad, then I'm going to feel sad. It doesn't matter if they're actually sad. It has nothing to do with my powers of perception.
Mm-hmm. So what do you, so do you want to do, is this your choice?
I'm not saying that one. Both of those seem weird. I've known her 5 minutes. She can go by a nickname.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you want to know? I don't need to be rude.
What about this one?
Okay, yeah, I want to make friends.
This feels like the most normal option.
Yeah, I'm good with that. That one seems the appropriate amount of like friendship making. Even though we just met a couple of hours ago, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about her.
Great. Sorry, someone contacted me about an interview. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figured she'd probably be having a rough go with things. She and her mom were really close. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. Not by herself. Apparently another person still lives there, according to Dustin.
Yeah, and the cat.
And the cat.
The cat didn't say it, but he didn't deny it.
Yeah, she didn't say no, but she was
like, mind your business.
Yeah.
And that's not what you say if there's not another person living in the house.
Yeah. It'll probably be good for her now that she's staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. Oh my god!
Oh my god. Are you two friends?
That's probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a SCARLET. We wound up bonding a bit, but when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream, I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was a bit more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Frou-Frou. How does that monster fare? Lest Stella discover your quirk.
I fuck with Stella. Stella can know that I speak to animals, especially because I'm going to need to speak to her dog in front of her eventually. Because I'm speaking to this dog.
Do you like the accent I do for her?
It's incredible. It is exactly how she talks, and it is nothing like how she looks. The middle one is the most accurate, but I'll go with, it sounds like you and Frou-Frou have a history.
Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? You can only say it like this.
Alas, you have discovered my dark and terrible secret. I can talk to animals, and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a Southern belle when she talks.
Yeah, of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat.
I should go. Oh my god, I would just die if I was like, hey, I'll treat you to some biscuits, and someone's like, I should go. Biscuits, your treat? Hell yeah.
Let me click. Thank you. Awesome. Let's go.
Oh my god, so many people.
Oh my god. Oops. Whoops. Oh my gosh. So sorry. I forgot to put this in my calendar and cannot make it today. Whoops. Scheduled a viewing for today, I guess. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life and pigs. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Except the cook, who always minds his goddamn business. What are you looking at?
I can't walk into a room and introduce myself.
Everyone's
quietly slide to the nearest booth like a polite person.
You slide into the nearest booth, pretending that you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like they'd just seen Bigfoot. No need to be so shy. They don't meet many strangers. It's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. Look at Gretchen. Especially since, well, they probably all know what you're here for, and by extension, who you're related to. Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. As you settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the murmurs of conversation around you.
Oh, listen in.
Stella turns to Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, 2 policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in your direction while whispering to each other. That woman, that must be Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet them. Looks so much like her. Oh yes, those eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. I always thought it'd go away once she finally got out of this town, but I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. Well, hey! A young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table across from you. Mommy, who's that? Don't stare, Tulip. That must be Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, so that's why they look so sad? I would be sad too if I had to have Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Tabitha's cousin is mean too? I don't know. I'll find out next time I go visit Miss Tabitha. Are you going to finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, Sweet Pea, and we've got to get home to help Daddy.
Is that the cleaner?
Yeah. In the far back corner, a man sits alone at a small table sipping coffee and reading a paper. Why are the strangers who wander into town never gorgeous blonde ladies of an appropriate age? Why is it always coal boys, punks, and whippersnappers? Lastly, a group of coal miners sits hunched around the corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food. What do you think? Another youngin' looking for mine work? No way. Clearly don't got the stomach for it. That's gotta be the boss's cousin. There's that funeral this week, if I'm remembering, for old Miss Pearl Ann. May she rot in peace. Oh, let the lady rest, Alex. Oh. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were, especially before they've been so much as laid to rest. If you'd been around in her heyday, you'd be speaking ill too, Rodriguez. He's right. Nastiest woman I've ever met. That Tabitha is a blessing compared to her. Curse the whole lot of 'em. May every scarlet burn in hell. That's enough of that. Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip. You can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. I super love that this is the moment that they teach you that.
That's the perfect dog.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at her.
Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. One more look. It's gone already.
Oh my god. Distinguished little lady. Okay, so not that.
Aww.
I'll just order a biscuit. I'll have a biscuit, please. I heard they were really good.
Best in the county. Hold
That
on.
feels like a low bar.
Okay. I have been monitoring my phone heavily because my potential roommate was going to come at some point after 4 p.m. So for the past 20 minutes, I've been like, update? I just got an update. It's around 6-ish, so we will be super fine.
Cool.
Yay!
Yay!
We're not going to be streaming that long, certainly, but...
No, but...
Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyway, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion.
Is the potluck a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member?
No. The Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. Isn't that the stereotype, though?
Where is this taking place?
Appalachia? No, South Carolina?
Okay.
I forget. Hold on. Scarlet Hollow.
Because I know that one guy said he was going to Virginia.
Location.
Which I guess is technically south.
Western North Carolina.
Yeah, so close to Virginia.
And where
Virginia's
is...
right above that.
That's where your fiance currently is, right?
Yeah.
But maybe not for long, right?
Yeah, hopefully not for long.
Yeah.
No, not for long is still like a year and a bit.
Yeah. But that's something.
I don't know what Johnny from Quebec, Montana's opinions on religion are, but I'm gonna go with, isn't this like the rural South? Avoid Johnny's thoughts on religion.
Oh, Montana's way closer to us than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's like western-ish.
It's like almost touching us.
Oh, really?
I know. We must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty of God...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Just past Idaho.
Yeah.
According to Google Maps, seeing as I am right in southern Calgary, I'm basically in Montana.
Hey. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's okay, but the past is another story. There's just something a little off about the guy. A little creepy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyways, those are the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? What's it to ya?
This is a reasonable key. I want to use keen eye as much as I can. Mm-hmm. And this is a reasonable keen eye opportunity.
This isn't a hashtag empath moment.
Yeah, this isn't like, I know how you truly feel. It's just like, hey, I feel like you're trying to hint at something. Mm-hmm. You have something in mind? Something to tell me this is a loaded question.
Was I being that obvious? My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with the camera, and it's always better when someone else is there to... Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I'd known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Here's your biscuit, when he says it's on the house. No, she wouldn't have. Absolutely not. But we'll let her believe she might have. When he says it's on the house, sends her condolences. You haven't introduced yourself. What do I look like? A charity case?
Sure. Her condolences, I haven't introduced myself.
Oh, sorry. It's just that most people in town know about you. Sorry, I'm sure that must seem creepy. Oh well, guess the cat's out of the bag. The Hollow's a small place. Everybody knows everybody, and that includes extended family.
So this is all, okay, the middle one is just apparently Johnny has never heard of gossip.
Oh no! Who's been talking about me? I've never even met this side of the family. What would they even talk about?
Like, you just... If you have ever spoken to someone ever, you have to assume that they, like, went home and were like, oh, I met this person today. People talk about it. It's all good. I was just a little caught a little off guard. Because I know what gossip is.
Man who's never heard of gossip. There's narratives people have of me that I can't control.
People know I exist after I leave the room.
People aren't allowed to talk about me when I'm not there. Oh shit! Hold on. That's my bad. I was goofing about. Load. Auto. Yes. There we go.
It's all good. I was just a little caught off guard. And know what gossip is.
Know what gossip is.
I might not have. And now I do.
In another world. A glance. A moment. Glad that didn't freak you out too much. Yeah, and don't worry. Nothing Perled said about you will stick, that's for sure. You can just make a good first impression and wipe the slate clean with the whole town.
Oh god, what was she saying about me?
Jeez. Look, I'm sorry I said anything. Hey, don't worry about it. Perlan was a gossip and would do this sort of thing with everyone. Spreading weird little rumors about folks was kind of her trademark. But enough about your aunt. You got a biscuit to enjoy. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch, buttery warmth emanating from its surface. I'm hungry. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit.
Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow.
I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. You and everyone else, am I right, Frankie?
Yeah, imagine being on YouTube.
Imagine making videos, cultivating a following.
Yeah, how does that make you money?
Please tell us.
Yeah, because if it's not making you money, it's not worth doing. That's why I don't eat or breathe or sleep. Wow, that's rad. Oh my god, what is Gretchen doing?
I think she's sort of 1,000-yard staring about the fact that she ate her bacon too fast, and now she's out of bacon.
I'd give you a biscuit, but it's too good. Oh, that's rad. I've never met a YouTuber before. Same, Johnny.
Hey!
I'd love to check out your channel at some point.
Aw, thanks. It's nothing much. It pays the bills, but it's mostly a passion project, you know? Look at her. She's so sad about the bacon.
She pays the bills off of YouTube. Oh, Gretchen.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I mean, from what I know of her, she has no mortgage to pay. It's just basic utilities.
Yeah, I'm sure
And
that helps significantly. But even people
yeah.
to just pay like a grocery bill
Yeah, 100%.
off of YouTube is impressive.
And she hasn't even gotten a spoiler alert. She hasn't even gotten a sponsor yet.
Yeah, that's crazy. Good for her.
She's selling herself short, Johnny Spunk. Her stuff is amazing. She hunts cryptids. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah! The Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So, the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all they had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Despite the shaky footage, you can clearly make out the shape of the creature's head and its relative body proportions. You're pretty sure it's a cat, and a big one at that. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away.
Well, all of my perks are helping me here. Keen eye, that's some sort of big cat. Gretchen, it was a mountain lion.
It was a mountain lion specifically, and he was stinky. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes.
I really just want to be out and open about the fact that I can talk to animals.
And I think you
Gretchen
should be.
thinks it's a mountain lion.
You decide to share Gretchen's insights with Stella and Avery.
Gretchen seems to think it's a mountain lion.
Ha! Ha! Very funny. You might have gotten me earlier, but I'm on to you. You're not gonna trick me into thinking you can talk to my dog. As for your theory, no way. It is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east.
Look at Gretchen! She looks so sad. Her theory isn't being believed.
What do you mean? I smelled it with my own nose. I love Gretchen. Not to bring up Natalie for the billionth time. They fucking hate Stella. Every moment they get, they go, oh, God, Stella's the fucking worst. God, I fucking hate this.
Stella's, she bought us biscuit. Well, I guess not actually, because someone else gave it before she could. But she was going to buy us biscuits. She has the best dog.
Likes to run into danger. But that comes with the cryptid hunting.
Yeah.
I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in a river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body is too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory.
Okay, I might be a little on Natalie's side with that one. What? You think a capybara is more realistic than poor Gretchen's theory of a mountain lion?
That's Avery. It's the other person
Avery.
here.
Okay. Fine. Stella's so cool then. Avery's dumb.
There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly! Some exotic pet owner set it free and now it'll forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm just going after the... Wait! No spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyways. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape.
Isn't that just worse? Interesting. Tell me more. It does sound like worse Bigfoot.
Well, it's kind of like Bigfoot, only worse. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on a deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what'd you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing.
I don't need to ask Gretchen if she'll be there. Absolutely. See, all of these are some variation of no.
No.
The answer is absolutely yes.
Little girl.
Absolutely, I'd love to come along.
That's great! It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. It's gonna be a lot of fun! I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll kind of be like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave, if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind. Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. They're Tabitha's cousin. I know. Yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're gonna go out looking for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring 'em. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Reese, there's always been something off about... Oh, Reese, there's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Looks like it's just you and me, pal.
Is Reese a cryptid? I think I know who Reese is. I assume Reese is, because I've seen future bits and pieces of this, and I assume Reese is the guy we meet with the crazy mom. Who's like sick.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah. Or a cryptid.
Good.
Did he ask? That seems like a weird thing to assume. Like, did he ask you to bring me?
Is that what that was about? Hello?
Like, I'll wait for the invite. I can be polite.
Mm-hmm. Good. Oh my god. I love that it's just
I'll ask, is he okay?
He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. Can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well. It's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week.
You're in a small town. Don't complain about meeting a small amount of people. It's not even that many. That'd be nice. I want to make friends.
Awesome. I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika's much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. After all, it seems that everyone in town has heard awful things about you from your now deceased aunt. Leave a tip. Leave a generous tip. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip. You didn't even spend any money.
Well, I'm definitely leaving a tip. Can I actually not afford a tip? I don't know anything about my finances. Will it later be like, oh no, you've spent too much money on generous tips?
Nothing's happened thus
And what's
far.
even a generous tip? I mean, 100% tip would still be $0 right now. I'll leave a generous tip.
You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns and to leave the diner with you following close behind. Gretchen! It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. There's our house. There's the church.
That's awful.
Yeah. There's the church slightly below and to the left of our house.
Oh, yes, yes.
There's town hall, which means that building right there is where we were 2 seconds ago.
And that's the mine. Is that here? I don't think we can see that yet.
No, that's somewhere over behind these trees where Stella is.
Ah.
But that's the clinic.
What is?
This one right here at the top of this hill on the right.
Oh, okay.
When you get close to it, it's attached to the... Oh my god. Is that? That's the fucking plant.
What?
The plant.
Which plant?
From the mean scary, the mean mom. Hey, what's that? You can't see it on stream, but there's some other building beside our building. Is that like a...
Oh, yeah.
Not a monastery. That's where monks live.
Yeah, we have a monastery in our garden.
The outside tomb, more.
I wonder if it's a bit of a like greenhouse, or that could be the cemetery.
It looks like it's because it looks like it's past the fence there. And that's on the other side of that is the cemetery. What's when it's a little building for dead people.
Yeah, like a crypt or something.
Crypt. Cool. Concerning. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. After this interaction, we're going to end, because that's sort of going to be the start of when things start getting a little spooky, and we're about 2 hours in. I've got stuff to do. Good. Yeah. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel...
See, okay. I'm of the opinion that all things here are awful. I think following someone strange into the woods does not make me feel any more unsettled than I already feel living on a house that is has the least stable foundation possibly imaginable.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm gonna go with strangely calm.
You feel strangely calm. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs, and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front of you without a care in the world. Look at her big wet eyes.
Aww.
Okay, this is where we're going to pause. This is... Hello?
Hello.
Shh.
You are cutting out a little here and there, but...
No, I'm not. Why would that happen? Johnny Spunk, Monday in the Woods.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, wonderful. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me, Frank.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to get to share this experience with you. I'm sorry you're sick. And also happy you're sick, because that meant I got to make you make a character. And now Johnny Spunk exists.
Now Johnny Spunk exists.
I'm so excited.
Hopefully next time we do this, I'll be a little less sick and feel a little more confident doing more talking for the characters.
Mm-hmm. And it's fine if not. I love to voice. Black Tabby, let me voice your game. Tony, Toby, Tony, Abby. I don't remember the guy's name. I keep wanting to call him Todd, and I know it's not Todd, and I'm 80% certain it's Tony. I usually go Abby Howard and her husband.
Yeah, that's probably good enough. And husband.
But yeah, please, Black Tabby, let me voice in your game. I think it's cool. I love you, Frankie.
Love you too.
I might not have time to stream tomorrow. We'll see. I might be getting ready for my trip. I'm going to the mainland for a show on Thursday.
Ooh.
We're going to try and get a meet cute happening with TJ and Jacob Wysocki. So, look out. Yeah. I will, if you want to keep posted on when I stream, you can follow me at Beholder Tats. I will eventually, hopefully, I'm going to have a lot of downtime on the ferries and stuff this weekend. So hopefully I'll have time to finish creating all of the UI. But for now, I love you and goodbye.